What's up, Kearny Mesa? It's Chris, your marketing guy, and I'm here to talk about local marketing, SEO, and AI automations for businesses, local businesses, small businesses just like these in Kearny Mesa. So let's go through the list here. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a digital marketing and AI automation expert, consultant, call me whatever you want. I provide these services, for small businesses. And if you own a local business here in Kearny Mesa, maybe I can help you. I've done it before. I've helped my friend launch his fence and gate contracting company up in Los Angeles about 5 or 6 years ago, and it's doing amazing. We've been working together ever since. I actually started my own fence company this year, and a lot of the techniques and tools I use, I just reuse them over and over. Why? Because they're proven and they work. So let's talk a little bit about local SEO, right? Your business needs to get found. And everyone knows you need to be on Google Maps. Everyone knows you need to be on Yelp, right? But what most people underestimate is the power of their website in conjunction with those tools and some other things, especially in the age of AI, right? Because before we used to think about SEO and getting ranked on the search engine, you want to be shown highest in the search results, especially for local services. Maybe, or if you have a local business, right, you want to rank for keywords. But nowadays, you need your business to show up in AI answers, right? People are using ChatGPT. Like, I'm going to use ChatGPT here in a second to go through this list. And, you want to be able to be recommended by these AI services like ChatGPT, Claude, whatever people are using. And so what's old is new again. A lot of these tried and true SEO techniques that were used in the past to rank your website for keywords and such are also going to be very helpful when AI is scanning your website to figure out what it is you do, what kind of services you offer, what locations you service, and takes that into consideration when it's putting your business, or if it's going to list your business, in its answers. So I'm going to go through this list of top 20 businesses. Again, I use ChatGPT, and I always say this. The one caveat here is it's ChatGPT, right? And we know it's not perfect. So if I need to be corrected, feel free to do so in the comments. If you live or work or own a business here in Kearny Mesa, and you want to correct me, just do so in the comments. And again, I'm also doing this as an experiment. I'm here in Kearny Mesa, right? I'm going to tag this video in Kearny Mesa. I want to see if this shows up specifically to people in Kearny Mesa, local business owners such as yourselves, who are looking for local marketing services. And if that works, and I can do this for my business, I can help you with yours. All right, so let's go through this. Now, number one, it says here, Asian restaurants. So it seems like there's a lot of Korean barbecue, sushi, other types of things, Thai food in the area. All right, so with restaurants in general, obviously people come to you. So you need to make sure you're being found on Google Maps, on Yelp. But let me enlighten you about some other types of business directories. What about when people are in their car and they're using their in-car navigation system and looking for recommendations for Korean barbecue or Thai food in their area? Are you showing up on those search results? I can help you do that. All right. Another thing that's going to be important, and again, a lot of this is going to apply to the other types of service businesses or other business types on this list. I mean, we all know that reviews also play a huge role in whether or not people decide to visit your business. It also affects your ranking, So you can use AI or automations to help build in this customer relationship management, where after people dine with you, they get a text message, or after they visit your local service company, they get an email with a link so they can actually leave a good review on your website. And so automating that task is a simple yet effective way to boost your rankings, get more reviews, and also free up your employees or yourself, if you're running your own business, to do other things, to focus on other things. Because if every single step of your business management practice, of your operations, requires you to manually do something, right? That's less time you have to focus on other important things. So the more we can automate, and this is why automation is being, sought after, being looked into by an increasing number of people, especially in the San Diego area. I came down here for a reason. I saw on Google Trends that people in the San Diego area are especially interested in AI automation. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm recording this video, and hopefully I'm reaching you, the local business owner here in Kearny Mesa. So let me go through this list. All right, boba tea houses and dessert shops are next. So obviously there's a heavy Asian influence here. All right. Again, you want to build that customer relationship management, have that automated text that asks for the review. Maybe you want to build your email or your text message list so you can send out specials. Hey, things are slow. Let's send out a coupon today. Maybe that drives more traffic to your spot. All right, number 3, auto repair, tire shops, tinting, and body shops. So, obviously auto services are going to be a big category, a big industry for local businesses. I mean, I'm already on this street. I've seen the auto mall up that way. I'm looking at a couple of dealerships across the street over there. I'm not really focused on them because they are big companies. They have their marketing departments. They have their people. I'm trying to reach you, the local business owner, the guy with the local auto repair shop. Maybe you have a used car lot, and you need a marketing guy. That's why I'm putting this out there. And listen, I'll leave the link to my website below. You can reach out to me there. We can talk about how I can help you. All right. But again, it's all going to be very similar to what I'm recommending for all these other things. It's going to be your customer relationship management, and it's going to be automating that follow-up, and it's going to be making sure your business can be found when people are searching, not just on maps, but on the web. And you want to show up high in those search results. And now we got AI to think about. So we're going to move on here. Okay, yeah, number 5, used car dealerships and import dealerships. Like I said, right? That's going to be who I'm more interested. That's who I'm going to be more beneficial to. The local shop, the local lot that you probably have your stack of tools you're using. Maybe you're using MailChimp for email and SMS. You've probably got a lot of different apps that maybe you're using, right, to keep customer relationship management going. What custom automations do is I'm able to connect all your different apps so they talk to each other. So when your customer gets updated in one app, it can automatically change and update that same customer or add them to a different map. A quick and easy example is if your customer goes from lead to quote, you can update that in Stripe or have it automatically update. Let's say when you make a change in Stripe, like you send out a quote, right? So they're no longer a lead. Now you've sent them the quote. You can change their tag in MailChimp. So this way, now your email software can segment that particular customer because that particular customer is going to have a different messaging requirement than, let's say, your customer who's only in the lead stage versus the customer who's already purchased something for you. And that doesn't just go for used car dealerships. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be applicable to most service businesses, and that's going to be home services or local businesses. So up next here, number 6, it says fitness centers, BJJ, MMA, boxing gyms. All right, so again, these are the types of businesses where people come to you, right? And again, you're going to want to build that relationship. Maybe you're giving away a free first session, right? So now if it goes from lead to first session, and you want to update that in your email messaging, you want to send them a follow-up text message or email that says, hey, thanks for coming out. We hope you enjoyed it. Here's a link to sign up for our classes, right? It automates some of that sales process for you. Again, because what are you doing? Most likely if you're an individual trainer, you're focused on the next appointment. So the more we can take out of your hands, the more we can help you focus on what matters, all right? And that's the power of automation. And it's, the advantage of having a local marketing guy like me help you get it done. So, okay, number 7, med spas, dermatology, cosmetic clinics. I'm going to be traveling around San Diego. You're going to see lots of videos coming up from me in different places in San Diego. I think no matter where you are, a lot of these service businesses are going to fall into like the top 20 of almost any location, especially when it comes to medical services, right? It says here med spas, dermatology, cosmetic clinics. This is a little bit more cosmetic based, right? Versus family practitioner, something like that. Slightly different clientele, slightly different need, right? So that's going to affect your messaging. And again, what can we do there? We can automate your appointment booking, so it auto-populates your calendar. It takes something out of your receptionist's hands. Another big one is AI voice agents. This is huge, right? And the cost of this has gone down and down and down, and the ease of implementing it has gone up and up and up. Meaning it gets easier and it gets cheaper. Another thing I try to focus on is figuring out how to not pay all these monthly recurring things, because these things all add up, right? So you might have your CRM software, then your email software, and then, God, what other apps are there? Anyways, you know what I mean, right? You're paying $20, $30, $50, $100, $200 a month for all these different things, and that adds up. I try to build solutions that allow us to take that monthly recurring cost away or lower it drastically. And the cost for AI agents is one of those things that's actually fallen into that recently. The monthly upkeep cost of having a voice agent is very low. And what do they do for you? They answer the phone, they qualify your customers, and they add them to your booking calendar, your appointment calendar automatically. It's amazing what these things can do. And then again, this is to free up your receptionist to do other things. She might have some clerical work, she might have some paperwork, right? We don't want AI shouldn't be replacing people, it should be freeing them up to do more important things for your business. And this will help your business grow. That's my philosophy. All right, so number 8 here on the list, phone repair, tech repair, electronic shops. Again, people come to you. So what's gonna matter here is proximity. You want to show up on those local maps. And maybe you also differentiate. Maybe you specialize in one type of thing over another. Maybe you're not just a phone repair shop. Maybe you also do data recovery, right? So these are the keyword terms that you're gonna wanna make sure are integrated between your business listings on maps and your website. And the more integrated and clear that is, the more likely AI will be able to recommend you. And again, these tips are going to apply for most service businesses, but I don't want to make this too long. I want to keep these brief. Again, if you're in Kearny Mesa, you're looking for a local marketing guy, hit me up, links in the description. Okay, number 9, Asian supermarkets. Okay, I just found this one, right? Japanese supermarket right there. So, that's great. And again, I love working with these local businesses. This is probably a family-owned thing or started off as one. World. Just got a text. I don't know who this is. Should probably put it on airplane mode before I make these videos, right? Oh, dude, the last video, the Claremont video, the landscapers came. I was dealing with 3 leaf blowers. Give me a break. Okay, so again, I think another thing that's going to work really well for a business like this local Asian supermarket is going to be your customer relationship management. Text and email lists. Send out those coupons. Let them know about specials. Let them know about sales. Again, most places are probably already doing this. But if you're not, and you need a guy, hit me up. Or maybe you need to refine it, Maybe you're looking for other ways to grow it. Maybe you need help integrating your email and your text messages. Also, maybe you also need help integrating your Facebook marketing, so when people actually show up to your location, it registers that as a conversion from your ad delivery, right? Maybe you're paying to promote with ads, and you want to know if someone saw your ad on mobile, actually walks into your shop, right, or your store. Those are the other kinds of things I can help you with. Okay, here we go. KTV bars, karaoke lounge, nightlife. Again, this is all going to come down to customer relationship management, especially on those guest lists, right? And again, pushing those offers via email and text. Bubble waffles, dessert bars, ice cream shops. Again, a great case for customer relationship management, pushing out specials through email and text. Or if you run an ad campaign, you want to know if they actually walk into your business. You need that conversion to show up in your Meta Business Manager. By the way, Meta Business Manager, if you understand how painful that is, how convoluted it is, I'm an expert. I've been doing that for 10 years. I've been running it for 10 years. I can help you with that. Here we go. Dentists, orthodonts, family clinics. Yes, right? This is like your average or normal or regular occurring type of medical service that people are going to need. And what are those kind of offices? What are they going to be able to use a lot of? They're going to be able to use a lot of appointment booking, automation, and customer follow-up, right? You want to make sure your services, sending out surveys is a great way to know how well you're achieving your service goals, right? And you won't do that unless you ask. And you can't ask, or let's just say automating that ask makes it a lot easier. And it's one less thing your staff has to worry about. Number 13, immigration lawyers and tax offices. Some of this is seasonal, some of this is specialty. You want to make sure you're ranking for those keywords and you're showing up on maps. Corporate parks and B2B companies. Okay. Maybe you want to generate leads for finding tenants, right? Maybe you have to fill vacancies. I know commercial real estate is in a bit of a pickle right now as far as being able to fill spots. It also says B2B companies. So, your target customer profile differs, but the techniques remain the same. Strategies remain the same there. Nail salons, lash studios, beauty boutiques. Again, your clientele is different, right? It's more of a female base. They're probably going to respond well to coupons. And these are recurring businesses that you're going to want people to come back to your shop again and again for that service. So that's where reviews play a huge role, and so do coupons and that customer relationship management. Okay, number 16, acupuncture, TCM, and herbal clinics. I'm not sure what TCM is. Somebody put that in the comments for me. Turner Classic Movies? I don't think so, right? So again, this is specialty stuff. This is going to be high keyword ranking. This is also going to, again, rely super heavily on reviews because you're a more specialty service. People are going to want to make sure that you have a lot of good reviews, positive reviews from existing customers before they decide to come to you as a new customer. Okay, furniture stores and home decor boutiques. Retail, people come to your shop, right? Maybe you want to incorporate more e-commerce into your business. Maybe you want to make sure that people can discover you and learn more about see it online before they make that trip in. So once they make that trip in, their buying decision is already made. It's another thing I can help you with. Pet groomers, pet stores, and daycare. Pets are such a huge thing. So many dog owners, lots of people with cats. What happens when you go out of town, or what happens when Fluffy needs a bath or a haircut, right? Maybe you have a mobile pet grooming thing, right? So again, you want to be able to be discovered when it comes to these services. Cleaning services, residential and commercial. Discoverability is huge. Reviews are huge. And finally, real estate agents. I'm seeing that as another common thing. Real estate is somewhat of a very specific sort of need when it comes to the digital marketing. And if you are hanging out your own shingle, meaning you got your own business, you don't have a lot of the tools or resources that these bigger brokerages or companies provide. You're used to using your own tools on your own. You want to be found on your own. You want to lower that cost. You need custom tools that can help you. By the way, my name's Chris. I'm here in Kearny Mesa trying to reach out to business owners. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Links in the description. Get a hold of me if you need some help. Thanks.